Why is social media causing such a stir in the corporate world?
It's a new way to market. Social media is a new way for companies and brands to reach their customers. So, marketing and advertising, the way that companies for 50 or 75 years have been doing it the old way through traditional media, broadcast, print, radio, is starting to change because more and more people are spending time online and spending a lot of time in front of Facebook when they're online, and Twitter and these social platforms. So marketers always go to where the audience is, and so social media has really created a new audience through new channels and platforms that they simply have to be there. They have to be a part of that and have a conversation around their brands and their products.
Advertising and marketing purposes and not commercials and other past favorites like magazine ads.
The difference between social media marketing and traditional marketing is you really are having a conversation with the target audience. Where broadcasting in traditional media is literally a broadcast medium. You're just pushing out a message. Social media requires that you have a two-way conversation, meaning you can't just go talk about Coke unless there's a reason to talk about Coke. So you might remember those YouTube videos with Diet Coke and Mentos and the people spraying the Coke everywhere using these Mentos. Well, that wasn't necessarily a discussion or a conversation about Diet Coke, but Diet Coke was a part of the conversation because it was a cool video. People liked to share it. So brands are trying to figure out how to create clever ways to connect with their audience and make their messages more conversational versus, hey, here's a cool ad for Coke and here's somebody on a beach drinking it. Don't you want to be that person? Social media requires a much more ground level approach where a brand actually has to relate to their audience some way.
Okay, how does Splash Media incorporate the videos into companies' marketing plan?
So video is one of the most consumed types of content on the web, so we make it a foundational piece of our social media message. So it all starts with a strategy, so we'll start at a strategic level with each of our clients, finding out what their message needs to be, who their audience is, and the best type of content to reach them. And we'll come up with concepts and come up with content areas that really match where they're going with their marketing efforts. And we just literally translate that into something that looks less like a commercial and more like something that's informational or educational about a product or a service, and we'll create a video around it.
Okay, what made you want to be a part of a social media company and what inspired you or caught your interest?
Our business really evolved into social, so I didn't start out saying I wanted to be a part of a social media company. Rather, the company that I had really started to see the changes in the amount of attention social media was getting, and our business and our clients really pulled us into social media marketing as opposed to us saying, hey, this is where we want to be. It was an evolution of our business model where the market was going. Social media is really evolving. It's an evolution of traditional marketing. You're just using different techniques and different types of tactics and strategies, and the platforms are different. Facebook came along strictly as a tool for college kids to get to know each other better on one campus. And then it took off and it spread to other Ivy League schools. You used to have an EDU email address to be even a part of Facebook. And then at some point they said, you know, we're going to let an average person between the ages of 13 and however old join up. And so just like Facebook has evolved over time and their rules of engagement have changed, so has the audience in the marketplace. And Facebook's just a tool, Twitter's just a tool, LinkedIn for businesses is just a tool. And really what social media marketing in its truest form is companies talking directly to their customer. And the channels really kind of are irrelevant. You need to know about them, you need to know how they work and operate, but the the concept of social media is one that is really just an extension of online marketing, and then how brands can ultimately use technology to talk directly to their customer. So a couple things happened in 2010 that really raised awareness of social media. Number one, they made a movie about it. As far as I know, nobody's made a movie about direct mail or any other traditional marketing effort. So the fact that a Oscar-nominated movie was made about Facebook did definitely create more awareness in the marketplace. And it also didn't hurt that Zuckerberg was Time's Man of the Year for 2010. So again, the awareness is very high, and that translates into 93% of recent study in small businesses came out just this past month saying that small businesses, 93% of them either already have a social media strategy or they plan to implement one in 2011. So all that awareness definitely helped.